What's up everybody, Danny's here and we are back at it again with another video. But before we get into it, make sure you check out all the links in the description below. So today, what I want to talk about is that the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to come out in one more week. So, let's talk about what is our favorite Nintendo Switch games to play before the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out. So just trust me, the Nintendo Switch 2 will be coming out on June 5th next week, and next week is June. To be honest, I will still play the Nintendo Switch, but I'm going to be playing the Nintendo Switch 2. Next week, I'm going to play the Switch 2 when the Switch 2 comes out, hopefully. And I'm going to be playing some Mario Kart World. Definitely, though, because I'm excited. Because I'm excited to play Mario Kart World on the Nintendo Switch 2, because that's what we saw on the Nintendo Direct. But one of my favorite Nintendo Switch games to play was definitely Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mean, generally, apparently, Mario Kart World changed everything on the Switch 2, because Mario Kart World has lots of new tracks and new features, kind of like with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They had like DLC tracks, but they have different tracks, so I'm hoping they have Rainbow Road, apparently. That's what I'm hoping for. And plus, one of my favorite Switch games were Zelda Breath of the Wild and Zelda Tears of the Kingdom for the Switch 1, but apparently I have these games on the Nintendo Switch, and I do have the expansion pack though, so I think I'm all set to get Zelda Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild on the Switch 2 for free, which is cool though. But let me know, will you guys have this opportunity to get Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom on the Nintendo Switch 2 for free with the expansion pack and these two Zelda games on the Nintendo Switch 1? Let me know in the comments below. But definitely though, I am excited for GameCube games on the Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, apparently I am getting the Nintendo Switch 2, but it's going to be a really cool console though, the Nintendo Switch 2. But did you guys know that you can charge your Nintendo Switch on the top charger? You can connect the top charger on the Nintendo Switch 2, which is a great feature everyone didn't know about. You can either charge it in the bottom of the Nintendo Switch 2, or you can charge it on top. It doesn't matter which one works for you, but for me, if I hold it like that, it depends, because I might charge it at the bottom of the Switch 2, or I can charge it on top if I play it like this, though. Doesn't matter which one works for me, though, but apparently, I believe that extra top charger for the Nintendo Switch 2, it could be used for a camera, though. I mean, you could use it, apparently, because the Nintendo Switch 2 has a camera accessory, though, that you can use to capture your pictures, or you can use it for game chat, something like that, if you play online. But definitely, though, I would not buy a Switch 2 camera, but I'll have to see, though. But I never use it, though. So I'm probably not going to buy the Switch 2 camera. The only accessory I'm going to buy for my Switch 2 is the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. But definitely, though, I would highly recommend buying the Nintendo Switch 2. But let me know about that, though, definitely. Are you guys going to get the Switch 2? I think I am 100%, because reportedly we saw that the next Nintendo Direct is coming to next week in June, before, I think that's during the Nintendo Switch 2 release. Because definitely, though, the Nintendo Switch 2 is coming out next week in June. But here's the thing. The Nintendo Switch 2 will definitely become one of the best Nintendo Switch consoles. But apparently, though, I'm hoping Nintendo will announce, like, the Nintendo Switch 2 Lite or the Nintendo Switch 2 OLED. That's what I'm hoping to see, since we had the Switch Lite and the Switch OLED already released, but I want to see a Switch 2 OLED and a Switch 2 Lite. So that way the Switch 2 Lite can be a little cheaper, but apparently the Switch 2 OLED can be very expensive, though. So I would go with the regular Switch 2, to be honest, though. I mean, probably the Switch OLED box is very expensive, But the Switch OLED box is kind of like the Nintendo Switch 2 box. Very similar though. So, I think that's going to wrap it up here for today's video. I really hope you guys do enjoy the video. If you do, make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment and share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel. Make sure to hit that bell notification every time you get notified when I post a video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Peace!